Hello, and welcome to the Project Relax Talk. I am your host, Smokey, and joining with me as always, my co-host, Spooge.
Man. Had water.
Uh,
Hello.
alright, so it's another extra relaxed episode.
Yes. What will be the topic today? Hmm? Let's think.
Oh, we
What
were
are you?
supposed to. We'll do that another episode. I forgot, we were supposed to cover the Power Ranger curse, but I'm not in the mood to do that right now.
That's fine. I did watch the Pro 2 premieres of It's Always Sunny.
Ooh, yes. And what did you think? We can think of
I
always. We can.
thought I watched it twice, and I think I enjoyed it the second time I watched it because I was watching it with friends. But I'm I really hope that the trend of them kind of dating themselves ends. Like I looked at the title of the next one, like roller skate rink, and I have a lot more hopes now.
Oh,
But
yes, I have hopes for that one as well.
yeah, but this one is just there's a lot of 2020-esque things, and even in the second one, it made more sense in the first episode, but like even the second episode, it just felt very much of this type of year, and I don't know how that's going to translate down the road, especially compared to all the other like so many other classic It's Always Sunny episodes that are so quotable. I just don't see anything really quotable in these ones. You know what I mean? I think they're weaker episodes.
Oh, definitely. There's definitely there's memorable jokes in this, but there's nothing that I want to quote or anything for sure. Yeah, I
The
completely.
Karen one, the Karen White one actually made me cringe.
Oh yeah, that one. I'm not gonna lie, I laughed at it, but
Yeah, there's a lot of good
it
moments in that one, but
it
yeah,
was
that
definitely.
one
I was
that's what I'm
laughing
talking
because
about.
it was cringe. I was laughing because it was cringe. That's a good
Yeah.
explanation.
But they but like yeah, the Karen White is a perfect explanation of like them dating themselves horribly, you know. Just a very much because that's just such a trend right now. That's such a right now and past
Such a
year
low
thing.
brow, making fun of the Karens as well too.
Yeah, and they actually kind of like, oh wait, they actually kind of mentioned that too, that the that's like the last just like socially acceptable one is entitled like white women, but then they felt bad about it too because she felt too quote cunty, and it seemed wrong.
It felt too real to them.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm hoping because I've been kind of seeing that. I mean, it's not like they've never done this. I mean, like what? But it doesn't feel dated like the first one, the terrorist one. Somehow that doesn't feel as dated.
Yeah. We actually passed that episode, and it still gets a chuckle out of me because
Not the strongest one though.
it's not the strongest joke, no. But my favorite joke is
Mhm.
Pepe Sylvie. So
Oh yeah. That's why we need more moments like that, and also the whole thing of, I mean, I feel like it's purposeful of what they're doing. That the fact that like they become more and more Flanderized, you know, just throughout. But that's always been happening.
I want Dennis freak out, to be honest. Yeah, he hasn't freaked out in a while.
Yeah, that's
That's what the show needs. It definitely needs a good Dennis freak out.
it does.
The last one that I can remember is when he was trying to sell his Range Rover.
Oh yeah. And, and him like telling Dee that he's gonna chop her up in little bits and put her in a box.
He went nuts on that episode, man. Like it, he was completely unhinged.
I think that was the one where they're making that documentary of like making him look like a serial killer.
Oh yeah, they were trying to
Yeah.
prove that he. It was also when his wife or ex-wife
Oh yeah, and then he pushed his ex-wife off the building.
But she just fell off because she was acting like a cat.
A cat, yeah. Like, I know he wasn't guilty of this, but he was definitely guilty of something. It's that scene of him staring blankly in the waiting room for hours and like not moving.
Uh,
uh, but yeah, see, like that's a lot of classic things like that. But there's not as much that I can take from these last two episodes
yeah,
that's even
no.
really like I think back at.
I do have to. They brought Pepperjack back.
They brought Pepperjack back
I
in
they
the Tiger Woods Don Cheadle impersonator.
uh they referenced the Fraggle Rock thermos. That was a good one.
Yes. just just Dennis silently recognizing.
Oh no, they
I was
actually mention
surprised he
it.
didn't.
He said that he stole that from me. They mention it.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a pretty solid one. Oh,
Mm.
my mom pointed out the fact that Danny DeVito kind of strongly looked like the penguin in that episode
Oh yeah, with
when he
the
played the
the hair
penguin.
job.
Yeah, definitely that.
I know it was something that Murda pointed out to me that I can't unsee anymore when I see Danny DeVito. That if you just crop out his face, not his hair or anything, just like his face, he looks a lot like my dad. Just in the
He's
face, and I can't
he's
unsee it.
unfortunately Danny DeVito's too short for me to do that.
Mm.
You're tall. Your dad's kind of big.
Well, I'm talking about just in the face.
Yeah. Oh, I
Just
can't see
just
that.
like because you can't see it until like I like just focused on his face. It's like, oh shit. I can't unsee that now. But
Uh,
no, otherwise, I mean, I didn't see that before until I was pointed out to me, and now I can't unsee it.
I would probably have to like have their his pictures side by side.
Yeah. But yeah,
But yeah,
it's
that's
always
always
sunny.
yeah, that was always sunny.
I
What
think
else
the
can we
next
talk about?
episode's coming in. That's on the 9th. It'll premiere on
Yeah,
the 9th.
yeah, I think it's two episodes premiering that night. I'm not sure though. I'm not
Oh yeah,
100%
it
sure.
is. It is.
That's good. We're gonna get two episodes every night.
Noise.
Yeah, I'm really happy about that actually.
What else?
I really haven't been watching anything. I haven't been in the mood to watch anything lately.
True, me too. I've been watching a lot of YouTube mainly.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of YouTube. Been listening to a
It's
lot of
just,
less. Been listening to a lot of less podcast.
oh yeah, it's all your Spotify wrap up.
Yeah, that.
It's a, that's not even showing the whole thing. I know for a fact that they stopped counting like almost at and like halfway in the year.
Yeah, they definitely, especially for me, they was like, we don't need to keep track of that.
Yeah, I think they just don't count like the last 3 months.
Because almost every time you call me, I have an
Mhm.
episode playing.
Yeah. And I just know like I could tell that I've listened to some songs a lot more than my top one, you know.
My songs were actually kind of dead on because I had 21 Pilots Scaled and Icy album on repeat. I literally
Mhm.
anytime that I hear one of the songs from that album, I have to play the whole album.
I can tell mine were spot on in the beginning of the year.
So,
I
but
think I think "Holy Fuck" by Tom Tom it was my number one.
I'm
That's
not
the one
gonna.
that's in a Invincible,
Yeah,
the
I
alien attack scenes.
to be honest, I wouldn't be hurt if I could change the Spotify app's name to the last podcast app.
Yeah.
Because that's mainly what I use Spotify for is last podcast episodes.
Curious, what was your top five songs?
It was literally the first five songs from Scaled and Icy.
Nice.
which which is a little bit off because I
Hmm.
did play the song Mulberry Street a little more than those five,
Hmm.
but they're definitely the top six.
Yeah. I'm just the fact that Object isn't on this. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah,
Is
I'm
what
looking.
is how I know that it doesn't count like these last couple months. Because Object, I feel like should at least be a number two. And some of these I haven't listened to as much. Like, okay, I'll give my five. We got Tom Tom by Holy Fuck. We got a real indication by Angelo Badalamenti. I can't. It's hard to pronounce. It's a soundtrack for Twin Peaks Fire Walks with Me. She Got a Gun by the Drunk Engines, and In Every Dream Home, A Heartache by Roxy Music. Oh wait, that's four. The fifth one is Boring Girls by Pissed Jeans.
Nice, nice. I'm trying to get mine up. Trying to make double sure that that's what it was. I think this is it. Okay, yes. My top songs were okay, yeah, this is very accurate. They're all from Scaled and Icy. The first one was Shy Away because
Hmm.
that actually came out before the album, so it got played a little more. Same with Choker.
Yeah.
And then number 3 Saturday, number 4 is Mulberry Street, which they can be switched, to be honest. I probably played Mulberry Street more than Saturday. And then Good Day,
Ooh, nice.
which is all from the album. Scale Tonight, because that album, I don't know, that album, it something about that album spoke to me, and it's
Hmm.
very, to be honest, I never had a music album do that before. It just
Huh.
something about it was just like it's hard to
Hmm.
describe, to be honest. Cause I had a
Hmm.
few songs like every so often, like Senses Fail. Some of their
Hmm.
songs give me the same feeling, but I never had one of their albums be like definitive for me. But if anybody ever asks me what my favorite music album is, I can definitely say Scaled and Icy
Nice.
by 21 Pilots. It just I love the theme of it because 21 Pilots kind of got like a story going on. I don't know much of the
Hmm.
lore, but they do have a story going on, so they stick to a kind of a similar theme in each of their albums. And this
Hmm.
theme was just so good. It, it had a bit of of a funk vibe to it.
Hmm.
It was like pop funk kind of deal. It was
Hmm.
like a blend of pop, funk, and punk. So it just was it was a nice blend of genres that I like, and the lyrics were great. And there's a song in particular on it. The album came out at the right time because I, as you know, lost a very close friend due to a motorcycle accident this
Yes.
year. And there's a song on there called Bounce Man, and that song,
Hmm.
like, I I want I it every time that song comes on, like the feeling, it's weird of wanting to hear his motorcycle pull down the road just instantly
Hmm.
hits me. It's like every time I hear that song, I think of him. It's like, like it's so
Man.
great.
Hmm.
Like and it came out at such a good time because it actually helped me through that because that he me and him weren't really close today, but like
Hmm.
we had history together
Yeah.
and just know like it's a history that will never go away and just the
Hmm.
album really helped me get through that.
It's a great thing to have.
Yeah, it definitely came out at the right time.
Hmm. Nice. So I'm
Yeah,
guessing that that 21 Pilots is probably your top artist too.
yeah, definitely. I can actually I have to pull it back up, but I'll list my top artists. I know
Nope.
number one is 21 Pilots. I know number one is 21 Pilots, but I can't
Nice.
remember. It's going to be a little off.
Hmm.
I already know. But apparently number two is Black Bear, which that's definitely not true. It should be like Census Fail or something. Number
Hmm.
three, I am Jake Hill. Of course, yeah, that's right. Number four is AJR, which kind of true. I kind of like them.
Hmm.
They have the Netflix Trip song, which is a really good song to me.
Yes.
And number five is a blatant lie on this. It's Machine Gun Kelly, and that is not true.
I
I
wonder where they
listened,
pulled that from.
because I listened to his pop punk album a few times because I kind
Ah.
of like it.
Hmm.
He's a good pop punk artist. I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm. I got nothing against Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh,
My.
I
Mhm.
figured you'd be like, oh, he did Slipknot, blah 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 blah.
I don't. I mean, I like
You remember
some
you?
Slipknot
Oh, you
songs. I don't give a shit. I
nice, nice.
don't give a shit if
Oh,
they just.
oh yeah, he fucking there's beef between the Slipknot community and Machine Gun
Is
Kelly because he came out on
is
stage
Corey
and
Taylor actually involved?
I think so. If I'm not mistaken, he because Machine Gun Kelly came out and said, "You know what? I'm glad. I'm glad I'm not 50 on stage wearing some stupid mask."
Hey, leave Guar out of this. Fuck you, Machine Gun Kelly.
uh, apparently he was talking about Slipknot though.
Yeah, I know. I gotta pull the odors though and insert
So,
myself.
yes.
I mean, I don't I don't know, Machine Gun Kelly. As much as I mean, I get you're cool in your own circle, but some of those tattoos are lame. Sorry.
Oh yeah, yeah. But tattoos aren't meant to be cool. They're meant to be storytelling.
But it's be a part of you. Yeah,
Yeah.
and a part of you.
Which if that's tattoos that
Still.
he wants to be a part of, yeah, that's his business.
But yeah, I don't give a shit if they diss Slipknot.
Yeah,
Slipknot
they're
can deal with
beefing.
it. Slipknot's fine.
Apparently, the fans have not been dealing it with too well. Machine Gun Kelly apparently clocked one at one of his because they were booing him at some Mayhem Fest. I think it was Mayhem Fest.
Oh
Down
yeah.
in Florida, they booed him, which
I mean, well,
he's
he then
he
right does that. I
even
mean, you can't diss Slipknot.
to be
It's like one of the
honest,
most mainstream metal bands around.
to be honest, I this is just a crutch for me when it comes to booing people at concerts like that.
Hmm.
You paid for the ticket. Even if he stops performing, he's going to get your money still.
It's true. I do kind of understand though, because you'll
Like,
see it
no,
more
no,
at
go
at
ahead and
festivals.
go. I no,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not against booing and everything, but I want them to know the consequences of that bootleg. You're only hurting yourself when you do that. You're not getting your money's worth whatsoever if the performer just goes, okay, fuck off, peace. Like, he's still
I
gonna get
don't
paid.
I don't exactly agree with that because if you don't like his music, then might as well just skip him and just it doesn't matter if you're like, oh
Then
no,
just
I
leave.
now I don't
Just
get the show.
leave the stage. There's
Well,
multiple. It's a
this was you
festival.
said this was mayhem. You said this was mayhem, so this was a festival. So there's probably people after they don't want to leave. They're probably sitting down munching and having shits and giggles. I've been to mayhem a bunch, and I've I
I'm not
mean,
saying leave the venue, but you can leave the stage. You ain't got to stay at the stage. Mayhem's a big place.
yeah, but it's not only that they think he sucks, it's that they've dissed him, so it's time for revenge. It's time to make him look like an idiot or try to bait him into doing something.
And they
You
did.
know, I
He
mean,
did get down on into the crowd and punch a few people.
yeah.
So they got a response out of him. I'm not sure if that's the
Mhm.
response he wants. At least he's proving that he can be punk. At least.
Yeah, and the fact that you could tell that Slipknot's a mainstream band because they didn't kick his ass. If it was,
Damn,
if,
shots
if
fired.
I'm just saying that if Machine Gun Kelly like dissed Nails or some shit, and then was like went
Oh,
down and
dude.
punched a fan of Nails, then
Dude.
they would just like they'd crowd kill him.
Holy shit, that they would they wouldn't even hurt him. They wouldn't even punch him. They just crowd crush him.
Yeah. Like or anybody in an actual like hardcore. Because I mean,
I get
metalheads
you.
go either way.
I get you on that one. I definitely get you on that one. If he
Like
dissed
metalheads are
the
more docile than they're given credit.
but
Just like general
to
metalheads.
to be honest,
They're just a bunch of nerds.
I don't think Machine Gun Kelly's stupid enough to diss the actual metal scene. Of course,
Mhm.
he's gonna go for it, and I think there's some beef with him because they were supposed to do a song together, but Machine
Mhm.
Gun Kelly didn't like the song or something.
Mhm.
I'm not 100%
That's
sure on the because of course I've only glanced at the articles. I haven't really read into it.
didn't Machine Gun. Oh, that's never mind. That was someone else, I think. Because
What?
I thought he was trying to diss someone else, and he like it made himself look like an ass doing it. That he was picking fights with some other like big rapper.
I know he did that with Eminem.
Oh yeah, he did.
like, like that, and I think that's why he moved. To be honest, let's be serious here. He fucked up. He dissed Eminem. He could not
Hmm.
along the rap community was not. I don't care how big. There's just some legends you don't diss. Once you diss them, the rap community disowns you, and that's it.
Hmm.
It it's
Yeah, depending. Yeah, because I mean, like
it's
until just recently,
you
Eminem kind of
don't.
made himself look like an ass when he went after Tyler, the Creator,
And
like for no reason.
well, the creator is not one of. I was actually about to list. This is the big three that you do not
Hmm.
diss. Tupac. That's a
Hmm.
definite no. No, you do not.
Yeah, no.
If you diss Tupac, you might as well just not even try to find a job anywhere. That's a death sentence.
Little Xan did.
Yeah, yeah, and now he's Diego, and he's no more. Like he's still making music or anything, but no, he's not in the community no more.
This Tupac and then got killed by Takis.
Fucking, and then you have Biggie Smalls. You can't diss Biggie Smalls either. That's
I
another
mean, I'll
big.
punch you if you just Biggie Smalls.
That is a major no dissing, and he's still alive, but Eminem's another one, and especially Eminem because he's still alive and he'll come back on you, and
Mhm.
unfortunately, Eminem has a degree as a lyricist. That's his fucking. That's his major.
Mhm.
He
What
knows
I
what he's
say,
doing
what you don't do with Eminem is you don't start it.
because he's going to end it.
Yeah, and that's why, like with the Tyler the Creator thing too. Like Tyler the Creator didn't say anything about Eminem when Eminem was just butthurt that Tyler the Creator was more popular, was becoming more popular, and was whining about his
Oh,
album
I
not
didn't even
selling
know.
super well.
I didn't even know about the Eminem. I know Eminem's kind of fallen out of popularity, but he's still kind of idolized as a
That
legend.
that was one of the falling moments because he was just literally like just bitching and then like dissing Tyler because
The
his album isn't selling as well. And then Tyler's just like, I don't give a shit what that old fuck thinks.
the 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 last I'm not gonna lie. The last time I stopped paying attention to Eminem was that terrible coffee pot line.
What the bitch I wrote Stan.
No, no, no.
Oh.
No, it was some freestyle against Trump, and he was like, "That's an awful hot coffee pot." And I was,
Yeah, I thought he ended it with "bitch I wrote Stan" though. Well,
he
I can't
might
remember
have,
where the bitch.
but
I'm
I
pretty
I
sure that's where
I
the bitch
clicked
I
off.
wrote Stan.
I I clicked off the video after that line. That was it for me.
I
I was like, no, no, no.
I just I just like that as an argument for anything. Bitch, I wrote Stan. I can't remember if that was in response to something else.
I'm not sure, but that that coffee pot line that killed me. Just his
A co
delivery of it too.
mm. Or at least you didn't say Kofefe pot.
Oh shit.
So that's why I feel like you can kind of if Eminem does something cringy, you can diss that. That's as much as you can
Yeah,
get
I
away
mean
with
you can
anymore.
yeah, you
There used to
can
be a time when
of
you
course
couldn't though.
you can diss his cringiness, but everybody's gonna diss. You can't be cringe anymore.
Hmm. I think it's just because it's more cringy because like it made more sense when he was like in his mental state and young and you know.
Yeah, but your mental state never truly recovers. You do better, but it never truly recovers. Once your mental state's gone, that's gone.
I mean, he's definitely better, even though that he'll have like a little thing. I think he does a lot better.
Yeah, but he's
He
still.
usually
Have you?
nips it in the bud before it.
His latest albums definitely kind of harked back to the Slim Shady days.
Hmm. Nice.
Yeah, yeah, they're definitely a return to form.
I just
But
think
of
it's
course,
hard for, yeah,
that
go
comes
on.
with that comes with the early 2000 cringe of Eminem. But
Hmm.
of course, all those cringy songs are just too classic to make fun of, to be honest.
Hmm. Oh, anyway, oh, my top artists.
Oh
I have
yeah,
them
we
up
were
here.
gonna. Yeah.
I mean, we got into Eminem.
It's extra relaxed.
Oh yeah, my top one. Uh, I think I've already sent it to you before, but you can probably guess. But you might not. It might not be your guess. It's Wayne. Then second is Guar.
Yeah, that would
This
be
hasn't
my
really
first.
changed as much.
That would be
Yeah,
my first guess. Would be Guar.
but I've been listening to Wayne way more lately. Definitely. Gorillas is my third.
That would definitely be
Then
my second.
then I'm actually kind of surprised. I'm not completely surprised. I'm surprised that he's in the fourth. Little Darky's in the fourth.
Oh snap!
I do listen to a lot of them. And then fifth is Devin Townsend.
Yeah, that's another one that I would have guessed.
Yeah. So I see that
Guar,
hasn't really
Gorillas, and Devin
changed much.
Townsend definitely I would have figured would have been your top three.
Mhm. But Ween just took that number one.
Nice, nice. I don't know. I just when it comes to listening to music, I've been into it's very cringy rap, but I've been listening to what I'm calling anime rap
Oh, yes. I think I've
songs that
heard
are
some.
yeah. I think I've shared a couple of because there's one that's It's called "Make It Clap." It's
Mm.
a song about Toto from Jujutsu, uh, Jujutsu Kaisen. That I love it. Toto's my
Oh,
favorite
nice.
character. Toto's my favorite character from that. Have you watched Jujutsu Kaisen? Have you watched that?
No,
Ah, you
I
need
don't know.
to.
I don't even know what that
It's
is.
you fucking need to watch that. Oh, you need to watch that. You need to fucking watch that anime. That's good. It's on HBO Max.
Hmm.
You definitely need to watch it. Ah, it's such a good one. To,
Nice.
it's one that the dub it's not too grating for me, to where I
Hmm.
prefer the dub over the sub. But that's just because I'm
Hmm.
lazy and I don't want to watch subtitles. But it's basically a one for one translation.
Yeah. Hmm.
Just thinking of all
Um,
the Toto. I mean, you'd have to get through quite a bit to get to the Toto scenes because he doesn't appear until the later half of the season. But such a good.
Gotcha. Is
He's
it a
definitely
long
my favorite.
series?
It's 24 episodes, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like that's the same as Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, yeah. You should definitely watch it in your. We're definitely not because that I'm gonna be extremely biased
Hmm.
because because they have some filler episodes. I'm gonna warn you now that one of the last episodes is literally just them playing baseball. But even that I
Yes.
find to be a fucking great episode.
I do. I honestly like baseball trope in anime filler episodes. Baseball filler is always some of the best.
The to be honest, you're gonna. I think I'm not sure you're gonna love this series. You're gonna love the series. I definitely want you to that. I have some homework for you. I have some fucking homework for you,
Ooh.
and it's to
I've
watch
been needing
Jujutsu
something to
Kaisen.
watch.
It's definitely to watch Jujutsu Kaisen.
Perfect. I need a palate cleanser to have in between the live action Cowboy Bebop. That's maybe
To,
that's what I'll do. I'll
uh,
refresh myself with some Kaizen.
that it's such a good. It's one of my favorite animes, to be honest.
Mhm.
It's so
Because I'm
good.
definitely I'll be back on next Relax Talk with at least have watched I will have at least watched a couple more episodes of live action Baby Bop. It'll give me something to rant about.
That is definitely a back burner for it, but yes.
Yeah.
That and I've also, of course, another song. Let me get out of that because
Mhm.
I don't want to spoil Jujutsu Kaisen for you.
Mhm.
It's such a good series, though. Such a good series. I want to get into all the monster designs are great.
Ooh,
I I
monsters.
I do have a bit of a. I think the sub. If I'm not mistaken, the sub calls them calls the monsters yokai. If I'm not
Hmm.
mistaken, that's the word they pronounce. But in the dubbed version, they call them curses, which is not too
Mhm.
bad. It's kind of unique, you know. They're kind of being different from calling them like demons or some shit like that,
Yeah.
and it kind of works with the lore that they got going.
It
But
works just with a yokai. I mean, you could interchange yokai with demons, ghosts, you know,
in cursive,
things
no,
like
but
that.
they call them curses though in the Jujutsu
Gotcha.
Kaisen dub, which I
Hmm.
said, like I said, kind of works with the lore that they got going.
Hmm.
But it's kind of jarring. I wish they just call him yokai.
Mm.
But other
Hmm.
than that, that's like the only nitpick that I have, and that's of the dub. So if you
I mean,
really don't want to deal with that, just watch the sub.
knowing me, I'm gonna be watching the sub.
I'm To be honest, I'm not sure if the sub is available on HBO Max
Then I'll be watching the dub.
because I was if I'm not mistaken, we had to wait like a week after it would air for it to be put on the episode because the episodes were released periodically on HBO Max.
Oh, okay. So it's a pretty new one.
Yeah, it's very it's new. It's newish. I think I watched it last year, which I'm gonna watch it again
Gotcha.
to be honest because I'm thinking about it and it's so good. I want to watch the Toto scenes
No,
again. But yeah, that
definitely. Hmm?
I was gonna get into the other songs that I was listening to, so I can
Yes,
get out to
go
just.
on.
The next one is actually about Escanor. It's called "The One." It's a pretty good song. I can't remember the art. I should be listing the artist's name.
Escanor. Why is that
Yeah,
familiar?
Escanor from Seven Deadly Sins,
Oh, okay.
which they finished it, and they're coming out with some sequel movies to continue the lore because the sequel manga does not follow any of the characters. I don't know how it's a sequel. I think the only reason why it's a sequel is because one of the characters from the first one is gonna become, this is a bit spoilery, but one of the characters from the first anime is gonna be the main antagonist of the
Mm.
sequel, and I think that's literally the only one. But Make It Clap, the Toto song, is by Game Boy Jones. Yeah, I think,
Ah.
yeah. And the Escanor one, which is called Escanor Rap the One, is by, so disappointed in this name. This is why I would never remember this. Daddy Fat Snaps. But yeah,
Huh.
it's about Escanor,
Nice.
which of course Escanor is the only reason why I say people should watch Seven Deadly Sins because he's definitely the best character. He's my favorite anime character of all time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for sure. But to be
Which
honest,
one is he?
he's the Pride one. You never saw him if you never got
Okay.
past the first season because he's introduced in the second season.
Oh yeah, I didn't get past the first two episodes.
Yeah, you would have never saw him. You haven't seen any of the other Seven Deadly Sins then.
I remember the giant lady
She comes in the third episode.
because I know my dad was watching it too, so I'd see it in the background now and then, like before I moved.
I want to know. I want to know his opinion on it.
He watched the whole thing, so he
Nice.
obviously liked it.
Yes. It was a good. It's a good series.
He was watching that and the one with the blood cells. There's
Uh
like a Netflix one where it was like all the blood, all their like body cells are personified in like little jobs.
oh, I have no clue. I have not seen
Yeah.
that one. I thought you were talking about Dead Man's Wonderland for a minute because they use
No.
blood as the fighting weapon, which I need to finish. I didn't finish that one. I need to finish that.
Oh, isn't that the one where it's like Squid Games?
It not really.
Loosely. I was just
Loosely, it's more like X. Have you watched the anime Hunter X Hunter?
No, but my dad has.
It.
I saw it in the background.
Okay, so they have like a tournament arc in that. It's kind of like that tournament arc, but more graphic. Way more graphic because all of their powers are based on blood, some kind of way, if I remember
Oh, I
correctly.
got you. I just remember seeing the trailer and the dude's like, "How did I get here?" So it seemed like almost like
Yeah, he doesn't know how he got the because I think it
battle
opens.
royale.
Yeah, no, it's not a battle royale. They pit two combatants against each other and they have to kill each other.
Okay.
But I think it opens up with him like in a normal ass like school, and then some
Mm.
wicked anime shit happens and blows up the fucking school classroom, and he's like the only survivor. If I'm not mistaken, that's how that show opens up. It's like, oh shit, what's going on here? And then it just goes off into a completely different plot. It's like, but wait, the classroom. Not sure if they ever explain it. because I didn't finish it. It gets crazy because there's a love there. I think it's a love interest gets introduced. It's like a crazy chick that's not a
Mm-hmm.
combatant, but she's also a prisoner of where they're staying. Because Dead Man's Wonderland is like a theme park apparently.
Mm-hmm. Huh. So what did did he
I
get
think
falsely
to
accused for the
to
bomb or something?
maybe to be honest, I could be blending these. I could be blending two animes together here.
Oh.
I'm not 100% sure.
You have to well, well,
I would
well
definitely have to rewatch it.
for anyone listening, you'll have to watch to know.
Yeah, cuz but I'm not sure what I would be blending it with.
I feel like there's a couple animes with tournament survival things, so who knows?
I think this is it. I think I'm right though. I think I'm right.
Okay. Anime.
If I'm not mistaken. I just want to see if their power if they use blood to massive anomaly caused a great. Okay, okay. Earthquake that ravaged mainland and destroyed most of Tokyo, seeking 3/4 of the 10 years later, the story shifts to ordinary student, middle school, escapee, survivor, has no memories. Da, 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 da. Person covered in blood, crimson armor, floats through the classroom windows. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I was right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was right.
Correct.
I don't want to give too much of the plot away because it's a pretty good. It's pretty
Hmm.
good. It seems like it would be for nothing but tweens, but it's it's more on the level. Have you probably haven't, but have you watched Tokyo Ghoul?
No.
The main character, he survives this, but the main character gets each of his fingers and toes ripped off one by one in it. It's a really graphic anime.
Is it a zombie one?
No, no, it's kind of hard to explain because there's these people that they call ghouls running around, but
Hmm.
that's like the B plot. There's an A plot of the main character working at a restaurant.
Oh, I would have to give that one a try. I always hear people talking about it.
like like
You know what? Leave
it's
it
mostly
there.
it,
I'm interested now. That's all I need.
it's it's like a
Oh, that
drop.
reminded me of the one I just watched with the Murda. We finished it because it was super fast, but it's more of a comedy.
Gotcha, gotcha.
What was it called? The premise of it was that it's this ex like legendary like Yakuza dude, but he retires to become a house husband for his wife.
Yes.
So it's just like really intense things, like and he takes it all seriously, like it's about to like, but it'll just be like him cooking food for his wife or like getting her a present or cleaning the house or then
Yes.
and at the slightest and if she doesn't if she has a problem with the slightest thing like he'll almost like seppuku himself. But it's got a really fast paced type of comedy thing, like the jokes just like hit you. It's just like
Gotcha.
and I think each episode's like 10 minutes. And it's just like a bunch of little mini things that happen. That was on Netflix. I can't remember what that was called. Let me look this up.
I'll probably have
House
to watch that
Husband.
one, especially if it's a quick one.
You'll go through it pretty quick. Yeah. The Way of the House Husband.
Yes. All
And
right.
specifically, I watched specifically the anime because there's sort of like a live action thing too. but it's less. It's more like it's more calming at it, like actual cooking. It's really weird. It's kind of, this is also kind of a food anime too.
Gotcha, gotcha. You'll just have to watch. You'll have to watch Tokyo Ghoul. I'm not gonna give
Mhm.
anything away.
Definitely, definitely watch. Have that on my
That
list.
that's definitely one of my top ones
Mhm.
that I'm glad that I got into because it's really I don't know. I just have something about really dark. I tried to get into Parasite, but it wasn't dark enough for me to be honest. It kind of was too lighthearted, and the main character didn't seem like he was getting into trouble lately. I don't know. I just like it when there's
How far did you get into it? I'm just wondering
I
because
think
I'm thinking of something in particular.
I think the third episode.
Okay, that's why. Yeah. Uh, that was an okay one. I'd say it definitely gets darker, but
Gotcha.
I don't know if I want to spoil anything.
Yeah, because I might go rewatch that. You never know.
Hmm. I, I think that was okay. I'd put that like medium. I enjoyed it. I thought some of the effects were cool. It's definitely still has kind of shonenism, but you know.
Yeah, I've never finished it, but there's an anime called Heat Guy J, I believe that's what it's called. Just a really
Hmm.
good kind of off brand. It's like a steampunk dystopia kind of like futuristic anime. What's that called?
Hmm.
Yeah, Heat Guy J. It follows like a cop that has like this steampunk android an
Ooh,
android that runs on Steam,
that's cool.
and he goes around and he solves different crime and stuff. Yeah, I never got to finish it, but I always wanted to.
I want to watch that. That sounds awesome.
I don't know if it's available on anything right now. I have
Hmm.
the I have it on DVD though. It was one of those.
Ooh.
It was one of the rare legend finds that me and one of my exes found at Goodwill.
Oh, nice. But
That and
have you ever
Gungrave. Gungrave was another one.
Gungrave?
Yeah, it's based on a video game actually from the PlayStation 2. It's a really good one. It's
Hmm.
on Hulu.
I
It's kind
remember
of
the
a blend.
guns from Gungrave.
It's kind of a blend of Yakuza and Supernatural. Like
Hmm.
they have flashbacks to more of a Yakuza type deal where it's more about Yakuza business and stuff, and then they go back to the present time where it's more like killing monsters and shit like that.
Hmm. There's one anime that I've been trying to find the original of to be available somewhere, and that's Vampire Hunter D, the '80s one. You ever heard of
Ooh,
Vampire Hunter D?
I know the manga. I think I read the manga.
All I know is that the Vampire Hunter dude has like a mouth on his hand that he has to feed.
Yeah, I think this is a novel actually. Yeah, I've read this before. Yeah,
But the but the anime is like one of the more classic ones, you know, like old school,
yeah,
like
gotcha.
ladies
Nice,
action.
nice.
Been wanting to see that. And
There's
I'm also
one
looking for I've seen it. I've seen it though, but have you ever do you know Paranoid Agent?
oh my god, I fucking that's the one that I was about to bring up. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my fucking god, I want to watch that so goddamn bad.
I watched it all the way through though. I want to watch it actually like through because I had to like watch it illegally, so it wasn't the best quality.
It's I want to watch. Dude, I think it's on Crunchyroll.
It is.
I think so. I think it's on Crunchyroll,
Fucking Crunchyroll. I've already used up all my my free trials on that.
or it might be on Funimation. Let me check.
There's a really good one.
Yes, I never. I never got to watch the whole
Oh,
thing.
I had a big issue with one part of it, but other than that,
I
one of
fucking
the
loved
endings
it.
didn't seem very happy to me. That they kind of were putting it off as.
Yeah, it's on Funimation. It is on Funimation. I might have to look into because I think you can watch it for free as long
Mm,
as you watch it with ads. And if that's the thing, I'm watching that.
a
I've
little,
been one. That's like one of the one animes. I'm like, can you put it on Netflix or Hulu, please? Please, come on. It's only
little
13
slugger.
episodes. Uh, it was always such a fever dream for me because I would
Mm,
always, I'd always fucking wake up in the middle of the night and it'd be on, and I'd be like, "What the fuck is this? This is so good.
mm,
Why? Why?"
freaky. I
Every
went through years only seeing one episode, and it was these group of three people trying to kill themselves the whole time. They like had a suicide pact together. It was like a little girl, an old man, and it's like like a regular like the 20s dude.
yeah, I remember that episode.
I
It's
saw that
such a
one the
good.
most.
It's such a good anime. That one of my favorites that I can never fucking find.
Mm, definitely, I definitely recommend that for because I've seen the whole thing and it's still pretty fresh. I think I like watched it illegally a couple years ago.
I don't think I've seen the last episode. I think that's the literally the only episode I have not seen. Is I have not
Oh
seen how it
damn.
ended
Mm,
because there's 13 episodes and I feel I've watched like 12 of them.
oh good.
Because
I think they pretty
I
much stick
know
with
the
what.
series kind of like it's about some art like failed artists that's like making kind of making
Mm,
the slugger up, but not at the same time. It's it was hard for me to keep track of what was going on, to be honest.
mm. I can't say anything.
But
I'll wait for you to watch it again.
I definitely need to. I can't. I definitely gonna try to get a free trial to Funimation if I can.
I just remember always being confused of what that show is about until I finally watched it because I only saw that one episode, and that episode's more of like a filler one, like little
Yeah,
sluggers there, but
definitely.
like that storyline is not the main one, and they're like they they're the ones chasing little slugger because they want him to kill him, and it freaks him out, so he's running away from them.
Yeah. Yep. God. That's. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm so glad. Just the nostalgia, the nostalgia I get from just thinking back to that. It's it's
I
it's
mhm.
it's
Yeah, I
not the
always remember
same.
the outro of it.
It's not the same league, but I get the same nostalgic feeling when I watch Zatch Bell.
Ah, Zach Snow.
I fucking love that. I know it's super cheesy, super corny, but it's so I fucking love it.
Mhm. Yeah, speaking of those shows, I saw they brought back Shaman King and it has new seasons.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
Netflix,
I did not see that.
which is an odd one. Like I didn't think about Shaman King. That was a WB show, wasn't it?
That was a
WB like
I
animation.
I remember seeing commercials of it, but never watching it.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was on WB with like that weird robot show that was like in that kind of annoying computer graphic type of animation.
But there's one show, and I know it's not on anything, because I would definitely have. I would be keeping that subscription if they have it that I've been dying. I just remembered it. I don't know why, but the Shaman King, him with the little fireball with the face on it, reminded me of it. Uh, Bo 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 Bo.
Oh yeah, bo 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 bo
I
bo.
fucking want to watch that show so goddamn bad.
I yeah, it's a hard one to find.
That like Yep.
because they used to have that. I think they
I
used to
love
have that
how
on WB too.
I look it up for, and the first thing is Reddit. I can't find it anywhere online.
What was that one wrestling anime called? It was actually like around the same time with like the dude with the shark fin on his head.
Oh, and
You know what I'm talking about?
he had the weird lips. What? Oh, yes.
Yeah, I remember him fighting a toilet, man.
Hold on.
It just came to my mind too because I remember it having the same vibe as like
It's definitely not.
Bobo.
It's not Tiger Mask W. Not Tiger Mask W. Wrestling anime. Ah, there it is. There
What's
it
it
is.
called?
Hold on. I can't fucking get the name. I, there's the picture though. There's the picture.
Just give me a name.
Ultimate Muscle?
Ultimate Muscle?
Yeah, it's Ultimate Muscle. Ultimate Muscle.
Ultimate Muscle.
Look it up. Look it up. Definitely Ultimate Muscle.
Hmm. Series? Oh yeah, definitely. Oh my god. What is the
Shit.
what is the fin on his head? That's what I
Yeah, I
want to
think that's.
know.
I don't know. I don't know because I was about to say I
It's
think that's
flesh
his
colored.
hair. I think it's. I was about to say I think that's his hair, but he definitely has a tuft of hair right there.
That's definitely some type of horn. There's some weird other looking weirdos. So
I would
what
have to
is
look into that, but yeah, that's another one that I would see commercials of, but I never watched.
Yeah, I remember it being on the WB2. I remember this one being particular, seeing its trailers on this. I remember this is Germany, so I didn't have WB. And I watched this one little animation demo thing, like free thing that we got. And I just watched it because it had Kirby in it, like the trailers for Kirby in like a scene
Gotcha.
from one of the episodes. But I remember they had this show on there too.
Nice.
Like a quick, and it was like a quick scene of him like fighting a toilet man.
I like how that was basically your introduction to anime.
Well, I mean, I had Cowboy Bebop before, even in
Yeah,
Oklahoma.
gotcha. I'm just saying, like, you had the very piecemeal anime selection.
Then that and the show Two Funky Cops, and it had an extended. I remember because they just had the intro of the song, but they had an extended version of it, and it went on so long because you couldn't you when you just put in the CD and press play, and it would take you through all the demos. You wouldn't just be able to pick through the demos,
Oh,
so
good
you'd have to
lord.
get through things. And if I was by myself, I was like dumb little kid. I wasn't gonna figure out the fast forward button. I just watched it all the way through. But I just
That's
remember the let's boogie, let's
still a
dance,
classic.
two funky cops.
Uh,
them
it, well,
them walking down the street.
it, if you were watching VHS, you didn't really want to fast forward, and we wanted too tough because that would fuck up the tape faster.
This was a DVD.
Gotcha.
Two funky cops. I wonder if that. I wonder if they have that intro there. That's definitely a lost show. I don't know if that even got a full season.
Oh my god, it should have got it.
Two funky cops. Funky cops.
It's like
Just
Greg the Bunny
animation.
all over again. You
Boogie.
probably don't remember that. We actually found it. We found it on we fucking found Greg the Bunny on DVD at Goodwill. I was so fucking happy.
Greg the Bunny.
Yes, look it up. It's got Seth Green in it.
One second. Why does that sound familiar?
Cause we probably watched it on fucking. We probably watched it. If if we hung out over at the other
Greg
house, then we
the
definitely
Bunny.
watched it. I didn't even know it had 3 seasons.
Oh yeah, I remember Greg the Bunny.
Yeah,
Okay, I was thinking of like a animation.
nah, that definitely. I don't. I'm kind of trying to wind down the episode, to be honest.
Oh, I got you.
To be honest, if you want, we can call it.
No, let's go.
All right, yeah. If you've been listening this long, thank you for listening us jabber for an hour long. Please like or comment dislike on the video, share it around, subscribe to the channel, and of course turn on notifications. This will be bye bye.
Bye bye.